2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this next golfer begins the day, what are you thinking about their chances?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. Setting up in the first cut here. Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. Moments like that deserve another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second. Here we have it, trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
The great Ceferano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? And just about 8 feet left to the hole. I don't mind the look of this. And down she goes.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Currently 10 under for the event. Here we are at the 4th hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop. Putting for a par now. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 2 shots up after that one. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. And he's safely on the green. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Well, it's a bit disappointing. Putting for a par here. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Going with the 6-iron here. You like that, didn't you? Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
Looking better.
Well played. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Second shot here on the 7th.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Justin Thomas, he looks like he's having an absolute blast out there today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
A birdie putt awaits. Not a bad line, this. That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead, Luke. But can they maintain it? Let's find out.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Putting for birdie here. Looking really good, this one. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. Currently in first position. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, well played. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, steady now. Opportunity to make their par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. We've reached the beginning of the back nine, the 10th.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Great drive this one. They could get all the way onto the surface. Second shot here at the 10th. 11 feet to the cup.
This one's looking good.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in 2nd place. We have a par 5 on this one.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
The great Ceferano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete. You just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is an outside chance, maybe a lag putt even. He's got 30 feet. Solid little par putt here.
That'll be a good result. I know it didn't go down, but it just a tap in awaits. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
He has this putt to save his par.
This is on a stupendous line.
I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
And a nice, tidy save from the greenside bunker. Nice par.
And it's time to recap that play.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Still in the lead now after that hole. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
This for par.
Looking good. The putt drops, and it's 14 under par, heading down the stretch.
And with just a slim lead with 4 holes to go, do they have what it takes to get the job done?
Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 2. Wow. Wow. That's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. It's on a good line. Currently 13 under for the event.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Now a par 5 hole awaits.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left. is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
That's incredible. Well, at least they'll get some style points for that one. Getting ready to play their third. He leads the field by a stroke. This putt here to get to 14 under the card. It's got a chance. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
A hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And with this putt, he will win. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Henny